In this video, we'll talk about the difference between reading and counting and playing quarter notes, half notes, and whole notes. So a quarter note looks like this, and there's a separate video where you can see how to draw them. You might be hearing my cat in the background, by the way. She's excited about music always. So this is a quarter note. For the purposes of this video, we're going to say that a quarter note gets one beat. Now that really changes depending on what type of time signature you're using. But for the most common time signatures like 4/4 and 3/4, the quarter note is going to get one beat. You might think for a moment right now, oh, I should go watch those videos about the time signatures, but unfortunately, in order to understand those, you have to understand this concept that we're going to talk about. So don't worry if the time signature thing isn't making too much sense. Right now, we're just going to pretend that all quarter notes always get exactly one beat. That means that if I had a set of 4 quarter notes like this, and I was counting a piece of music that had 4 beats in every measure like this, ta, 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 or 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time I made a beat, that would be exactly 1 quarter note. Now, let's contrast that with something else. If I were to have a half note, which looks like this, it's kind of like a quarter note, but with a hollow circle, hollow note head. That counts for 2 beats. So in the same space as 2 quarter notes, I could have 1 half note. So again, I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, or I could go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do that clapping. The quarter notes would sound like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the half notes would sound like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see the half notes are each holding out for 2 beats. And if I had a whole note, which is kind of like a half note without a stem, that gets 4 beats in this case. Oops. So 2 half notes is the same amount of time as 1 whole note, or 4 quarter notes. All of these have 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Everything in this chart has 4 beats. So again, a quarter note would go like this. I'll snap this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half notes would go 1, 2, 3, 4, and a whole note would go 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's an easy way to remember this. Let's assume that whatever time signature we're in, and again, we'll worry about what that means exactly later, but let's assume that not only does a quarter note count as 1 beat, but also there are 4 beats in a measure. Well, if there are 4 beats in a measure, then the whole note lasts for the whole measure because it gets 4 beats. The half note lasts for half of the measure because it gets 2 beats. So we have 1 half, and there's our other half. And the quarter note lasts for a quarter of the measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whole note, half note, quarter note. If you found that video helpful, please click the subscribe button below to find more videos just like it.